Okay, we're moving now. We're moving and grooving. Oh, I'm so. My throat is gone too. My voice. I have to go get some more Dayquil. I close chat. My voice is gone. All right, where did we leave off? Um, chub, chub, chub. So we're gonna make three versions of the avatar. My voice is just gone. Wow, I did not expect that. My voice was fine yesterday. It's coming back. It's coming back. Okay, so this is where we were working. Dara 1. Mhm. All right, so we're gonna make three outfits total for this character. Oh wow, voice is done. Oh, okay. So, well, I think everything's moving now. Zips up. Do I want the collar moving that much with the shoulder? I don't think so. Gonna gonna wait this out right here. Whoa. Sorry. Sorry. Burpee. Hello, startup. But haven't quite recovered from my cold yet, or I feel a lot better, but my throat is just done. Just done. And yeah, definitely still in recovery mode. Ooh. But how you doing? How's your weekend? Okay. Cowboy version. So I think what I can do is off the character and export each of them separately. Man, I could go for some chocolate chips right now. I'm hungry. Been gushing over Guilty Gear graphics. Not a genre slash game I'm much into, but those toon shaders are so extremely well done. They are. They really are. Bought it just for the graphics. Um, there was another game that came out recently that was also quite accomplished with the graphics. Get the name of it though. Hi-Fi Rush, something like that. They did quite a good job with their toon style stuff. Let's try. Um, let's try creating an M table called VRC. There. We'll add a armature link. Feature. Oh, did I already try that last time? Is it on anything? Just this object. Just this object here. Oh my god. Okay, VRC right here. This feature will attach a prop with or without an armature to the avatar. If link from is an armature matching the avatars, the armature will be merged and the extra bones will not count. So it must be there. And yeah, it should be hips. But the Miles Cowboy doesn't have a armature, so we need to export with the armature. So we'll want to separate the skeleton. New folder called skeleton. But we'll move the skeleton in there. We can turn off that and export this. Oh, sorry, my voice is just gone. Hello, Arctic. Hello, Risa. Hi-Fi Russia is checking that out. Some GDC talk, something that was also superb on the shading. Oh, and then we got a bot in chat there. Does seem they cheat a little. Feel like it still relies on a lot of high poly counts. There. What are we doing? We're still working on Bub Chub, or the dog character here. So we're trying to set up VRC Fury in order to link the outfits to the character. And I think we should be able to do that non-destructively. So we should have just one object for the body, one for each outfit, and then with VRC Fury, we should be able to make it optional to link them. So it should make it a little simpler. Hopefully. It definitely will make it simpler than my usual methods. Okay, this is the cowboy, and we'll do here like this. If we go back here now, gotcha. Oops. Cool. Sounds really easy. I assume you export the output and FBX contains both the outfit, mesh, and armature. Need to be hip bones, armature, linked to hips. Yeah, I think I just put that in there right now. Make sure to have the outfit inside the avatar's hierarchy. Gotcha. So I think that means that we'll have an object for each outfit here. Cowboy. And then we can add on here a delete during upload for the other object. Oh no. Can't target with the delete. That's okay. Then I want then what I'd want to do is actually have the component on this. Oops. Paste. No, there we go. And that way you can just drag and drop them in whenever you want them. Also, further put the VRC component inside the output's prefab game object scene rather than make a particular game object for the VRC Fury component. So definitely for this here, in order to make it swappable, this makes the most sense. Excuse me. All right, let's check. Sorry, I'm feeling a lot better, but my voice is just gone. It's funny because the whole weekend I was fine. It's just in this last like 16 hours that my voice went away. Boop. Then I can hide this. Hopefully my Twitch chat was playing. Twitch. Hopefully that wasn't playing. I'm gonna move this closer so you guys can hear me a little bit better, hopefully. If the coughing's too much, let me know, and I'll just, I don't know, do something. Dying with Sam on stream now in 3D. How to fix. Your avatar's renderers doesn't have an anchor override set. Oh yeah, do that. That's fine. Beautiful. 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 Oh, that makes it so easy. Look at the little paws. Look at the little beans. Oh, excuse me. I think I have to talk to Senki VRC if you can and learn that it's better to make the components in the prefab rather than an individual game object. This is due to how the controller component works. If you have a prefab that has animations, you really want to have the component there. Otherwise, the animation pass will be messed up. The components. Oh yeah, I think that's fine for now. I'll prefab them in a little bit. I'm not using too many animations right now. And thankfully there's not a lot of pieces to this puzzle, so it should be easy to pull apart. The Beanie Weenies! That's some good VRC Fury practice, thanks to Senki. I'd hope so. If he's the creator, I just mean that. If he's the creator, then he should have good advice. And then we'll also want on the hat. Oh no, the hat's just attached to the head. It's just a separate object, so that should be fine. But it should get called appropriately. I'll get around to it, Arisa. I'm not in a rush. Okay. And we'll do this. Move bone suffix prefix. Move from all bones. There's the prop. There's usual props where the artist adds something like underscore prop name to the end of every bone. Bring the avatar link in the process if empty. The suffix will be predicted based on the difference in it. Okay. Interesting. Keep bone offsets. It's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that all looks really good. Very useful. Very, very useful there. Someone was asking about linking clothes a while back. I'll have to send this to them. We do want to move the bandana to fill in this gap because I want to turn off the chest. I want to have a clip shape for the chest. Sorry. Okay, so we got that one. And if we turn it off, no, we'd have to remove it out of the hierarchy. So we'll do Cyber Jacket. Oh, let's export them first. Cyber Jacket. Actually, that's just all of these, casual and all of these objects right here. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Delete that one. Make clothes for an avatar. Usually the only two things you bother with is put the hips bone or return the hips bone for the avatar. That's about it. Yeah, it seems pretty straightforward. It's a very useful feature, though. On the subject of cloth, have you tried that Divine Cut add-on from a while back from the Blender Market freebies? I did, but I was a little confused and not that impressed. Maybe I was not looking at its potential. It's funny, as we mentioned clothing as well, because I spent like a lot of my YouTube watching in the last day or so has just been Marvelous Designer time lapses. And just like watching that, it's like, wow, that is really what it should be. Like, it's genuinely just, it looks so fast compared to some other options. So I think, I do think that I'll probably give it a shot soon because it just seems so much better. I'm sorry to my voice. God damn. It genuinely seems so much better. Oh, I did not wait this, did I? Torso, body. Yeah, let's do body. Marvel style that makes you feel like a god. Hello, Nammers. Welcome. Like an asset library with some minor features. Yeah, it's basically just a bunch of presets for clothing, which is useful. Like that might be worth the money just so you're not tweaking things endlessly and resetting up the same thing time and time again. So I see some value there, but I also just think that like there really is not a lot of competition when it comes to Marvelous Designer. I think there is one alternative software, but like other than that, I don't really like. It just makes sense. You watch someone work in it, and you're like, oh, yeah, that is really what it should be like. Just the ability to edit things as you're going. Maybe with geometry nodes, we'll be able to make something similar. We'll get more comprehensive things like that, because I could see like being able to edit a piece of like having your UV version that's generating the sim version, and you can tweak the sim version based on the changes you're doing, and then do like geometry node commands to make edits. But then at the same time, it's like, that's going to take a while to catch up. And these better not be merged. Anyway. Okay, this isn't too bad. What we'll do is we'll just isolate it. Okay. Then I had a mirror. Let's make sure we're not posed. Sorry, let me move it further. Let me move this further away. I'll just try to talk a little bit louder. I've seen some people sim cloth so well and be able to bring that back to game levels in Blender with sewing, but I never find the tuning needed to achieve that crisp result, and it takes so much time. My relationship with Marvel Zara didn't work. She asked for too much money, not compatible that much. My workflow is a bit more open with other softwares. She was more monogamous. Yeah, the price really is the only thing holding me back. Like if it was $20 a month, maybe I'd do it, but it's really pricey. Um, but just the ability to edit the shapes so easily is really what is enticing to me. Um, like maybe you could use NURBS in Blender to do something similar, but again, it's just like, yeah, you basically have to design something from scratch, and it's just like, yeah. I could see us edit flats to sew together and all that, mix geonodes, but lots of mass smooth brain, etc. Exactly. The not free is a bit of a steep price to pay to try, I must admit. Where do you keep getting these illnesses from? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just going up. I feel a lot better. I just my voice is just destroyed though. Um, um, as well, I'll be making a post about this, but I will have to delay classes or Thursday and Friday. I'll actually be traveling, um, so I won't be able to do class those days. So we're gonna move that day back on our schedule. Of course, I won't cancel the class. I'll just move it back in our schedule. But I'll make a post about that soon. Yeah. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Coughing, everyone. Just mute me. Mute me. Is this mirrored? It should be mirrored. No. So there's something else holding on to that. Also, the robust weight transfer is really good. It's actually really compelling. Um, I finally got it working. If anyone is encountering issues with installing add-ons, I don't know why in my Blender, but do you know when you're moving them to yet? Just the week after. Wait, paint measles. You got it working? Wow, I did. Yeah. So we'll just call these cyber jacket, cyber shirt, cyber shoes, and cyber shorts. In fact, robust weight transfer is the reason I could release my first product. I had some issues with shape keys, but thanks to robust weight transfer, I managed to do it. Good. Yeah, right now I've only done the weights. Do they have the ability to transfer anything else? No, just the weights. Still, worthwhile. The only other reason I like mesh data transfer is because you can transfer more than just weights with it. You can do other mesh data. Maybe it's in the name, but let's make sure everything's at 0. But still, very good. It's good to see more add-ons that are genuinely useful. This one's called Cyber Jacket. Yeah, might as well. And replace. Go back to here. Nice, everything's all together. And we can actually delete this casual outfit. The project. Oh, I don't know how much you can hear me, like, because I feel like I start talking and then I get quiet and then my voice just goes away completely. All right, cowboy outfit. Oh yeah, so another armature link. Loud enough? Okay, good. 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 Yes. Good. Now we can keep the outfits out here, and then whenever we want them, we just drop them in. Awesome. So the only main change we need to do is that on the main character, we want to actually remove this little Greek outfit, or this one here, the laurels, loincloth, jewelry, and stuff. We want to be able to pull those off and have those be also a separate object. Hello, bro. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Six Stream. Leave data transfer. Then here, now what should I call this? Simple outfit. Original. Let's call it original outfit. And I'll make a collection for that as well. Original outfit. I'll drag this in here. Okay, so now I can export just this one on its own too. All right. Okay. Oh, and then we need to actually update the main character here. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't explode. Okay, good. Oh, and we also need to update the feet. The fur there should be white on the bottom of the feet. It shouldn't be all brown. Should the toes be brown or the claws? I'll double check. Okay. Looks good. Now drag out the original outfit, add in that armature link, drop in the skeleton, piece. I think it found it automatically. I don't think I needed to do that, but whatever. Okay. Nice. Nice. um, let's rename the cowboy objects. What? Just to make the names a little bit nicer. I guess we'll do cowboy hat. Hey. Hey, thank you for the subscription, Namer. Super appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I hope you're having a good start to your week. Good to see you kicking butt in the classes. Very excited to see where your avatar's going. But thank you. Thank you. Where is this object? What do I have selected? Oh, it's just the Spurs. It's just the Spurs. Let me select them and say base or shade flat. Then we'll combine them. Mesh them, then combine them. Good. Good. And all right. Simple. Simple stuff. Then let's adjust the bandana. So I'll actually separate the bandana so we can work on it a little bit easier. Oh. Hey. Spixie, thank you for the sub. Thank you. You remind me I had Prime Lamau. Thank you. I appreciate that. And welcome. Happy Monday to you as well, Spixie. Thank you again for the subs. You're making my throat feel better. It's so funny now that my class schedule is basically like every afternoon. I keep thinking that I have class this afternoon, but I don't. I'm like, oh, I have class this afternoon. I'm like, wait, it's Monday. I don't have class. I'm confusing myself. All right. So I'm not knowing that was you, Spixie Loa. It's close. It's Spixel. Spixie. The the treacherous aspect of the internet. I said treacherous, but one of the funny parts of it. It was you all along. All along. All right, so I think we have a decal layer for the main texture. So for this back texture and the arm, these are made using decals right here. But I think it's there's only one decal. Good. Let's just check how many UV maps the body has. We go here. We look at our info right here. We have 2 UV maps right now. Okay. Now, for each outfit, we're going to need different toggles. For the original, good. Uh-oh. Let's see. Original materials. Oh, not casual. Close. There we go. Original doesn't need any toggles, but then the cowboy outfit needs basically just one main selection. So we'll do that one first. Starting to get these lips to have a good topology, but I will continue to fight. Breath. Feel free to drop screenshots if you want some feedback. We're going to be streaming all day today. I'm actually excited. It's been a while since I had just it's funny to go from streaming so often to doing classes. It's not a complaint. It's just suddenly a difference in kind of my schedule. It's funny how schedules can suddenly feel very different. I have to adjust the foot there. Um, We'll take the. Oh my god. My voice. My voice. Ugh. Plus, I'd be running out of things to be sick with. Feels like it's been back to back. Well, very true. I'm ready. I'm ready to not be coughing anymore. Very, very ready for that. Oops. You have tea at the ready. Right now, I've got some coffee and some Dr. Pepper. Um, and I've been chugging Dayquil like it's the elixir of life. Um, yeah, in a way, it is. You got the doctor in the name of help. Exactly. Exactly. That's how he got started, you know. Don't tell me you brought that olive oil to the desk today. I've, I've left that on standby. I might bust it out again, though. Might bust it out again. It was surprisingly effective in combating my cough. I also expected it to maybe upset my stomach, but it didn't. I will start with this. So I'm gonna take this section and move it up one. Right there. This is the cowboy outfit. Start with that. And then, so this will allow us to toggle this section of body. Hmm. Excuse me. Then for the body, we will unlock the shader. Probably break it. Maybe not. Let's make sure we're on one of the. Okay, I already updated it. Never mind. Never mind. Then we'll go down to special effects, UV tile discard. Turn that on. Set all of these to renamed. These. Bam. Okay. So now I should be able to turn off this section of body. Oop, got too much of the feet. Overall, that looks quite good though. It's amazing how much better it looks once there's no fur poking through. I recommend making the mouth area topology before making the lips when starting with the subdivision workflow. Yes. Yeah, you'll want to make the loops. I usually you'll still want it to be kind of built from the ground up. So let me show you one of my characters I made for the other class. Class 2 avatar? Yeah. So here, starting on this guy, we've got our subdivision workflow here. A little rough right there, but that's fine. Because we're squishing the ear so much. They're gonna have big Princess Peach lips, lol. But generally, yeah, you just want to think of it as you've got the main section for the lips. Sometimes this will include the nose, this loop. Include the top of the nose. Or kind of wrap around the nose like this. Kind of up to you if you want to include that. We got a loop for the eyes. And I finally figured out a good nose workflow. But yeah, I would definitely. I'm not quite sure what you mean before making the lips. Do you recommend making the mouth area topology before making the lips? Oh, like, do you mean the mouth interior? I would just start with the outside. The interior is gonna just be whatever. This spot doesn't really need good topology. You could honestly, like, this area is not really gonna be seen much at all. But yeah, I would start with the lips. Make sure you have your lips solved before doing the mouth interior, if that's what you were asking. I'm excited to see your character, though. I mean, should I make what you have there for the mouth, then add the big lips? You may need a little bit more resolution with your lips. Like, you can make the lips here. What you might need to do is kind of give it some additional resolution. And there's a few ways to do that. You could also add cuts here on the horizontal side. Maybe you could take like this section right here and then bevel this, because that way you could kind of put as many cuts as you want. You'd get more resolution in your eye. Well, in this instance, you'd make more resolution in your eye. But your main concern is just making sure you have enough resolution for your lips. So you can always cut it to add more later. The difficulty with doing your lips first is just having a nice way to make sure you're not like sending a bunch of extra loops down into your body or having like a bunch of extra geometry on the head. Another nice way to introduce more geometry is you could indent. So I could take like this section here, right there, and bevel this. And you're going to get a loop here. But that might be a nice way to add resolution there. Or on like the top of your lip, especially because a lot of lips have like if you're making like poofy lips, it's like you could take like this section and bevel it. And then you'll get a nice an extra chunk of geometry for like a poofy lip. the reason I guess what I would say make the face first. That's personally how I would do it, and then look for ways to get more resolution out of your base topology, because you don't want to sacrifice the topology for the rest of your body just for one section. It'd be better to make it work with a nice, knowing everything else is working. Like, okay, this character works. Now I'm gonna go in and add that extra topology. So I had to think it through a little bit, but if I need, for example, more detail on the upper lip, I just add a cut and fold it back before the lower nose. Just a random idea for what it's worth. Yeah, I think we're kind of in the same direction there. Tend to do the lips properly, then extrude into the mouth cavity, then shape and seal it up from there. Give it a go. I'm worried about screwing up topology if I try to make them from nothing. Well, it would be a little bit harder to work that other direction unless you know your like outer limit, right? You're just like, I'm gonna have a loop of 16 or 8 edges, and then I'll extrude that in. So you kind of limit the perimeter or the boundary, and then work with everything on the inside to add more. Yeah, I'll try that way. It's kind of like me when to add my lion's mane ball. Yeah. With fur, I tend to just stick tubes into the body. This is one of the few characters, like if I were this character I made a few years ago, and I did use subdivision to create all this extra topology here. Nowadays, I would just make the tufts, like the hair here or here, where it's just a tube stuck into the body. It is a little simpler that way, most of the time. It's hard to make the perfect subdivision. I don't really like trying to make the perfect subdivision. I feel like that can get really dragged out. When you make a canine head, do you model the snout from a sphere or add a separate snout model to the sphere's lower half? I always start with boxes. So boxes are my jam. I mean, I talk a lot about this in my class, but generally, just in a general sense, this is what my snout would look like, is something probably just like this. That would generally be how I'm thinking of the larger, all the topology coming together, and then you would have your eye, and you could just cut this once and indent it for the rest. Oops. Oh, did I mess that up? Yeah, I selected the top. I want to not select the top. That'd basically be the topology right there. I guess I don't really need this cut. Yeah. 3 months to go. Heck yeah. We're all default cubes in our simplest form. It's true. And I really do pound the drum a lot in my class about making sure that you're working with boxes, because boxes are the way to go. They really make it easy to know what you're working with, how to scale things up, how to scale things down. By boxes, I do mean squares. 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 4 by 4, 8 by 8, 16 by 16, 32 by 32. Work with boxes because they make things predictable. And in that way, understandable. Okay, we got that turned off. Now we're going to do the cyber jacket. Makes it really nice to unwrap too. Sorry. Excuse me. I'm dying. I'm not dying. I'm not dying. Oh, so shiny. So metallic. All right. So now what we need to do. Yes, you are. We all are. Just some are dying faster than others. It's me. I'm dying the fastest. Speed run. Ooh, I got some bad jokes about that one. We'll leave it there though. Some get deleted instantly the moment a project is created. Or oh yeah, exactly. So when I make a duplicate UV map, good, it moves it down here. Because I need to keep this one in the same spot. All right, good. That's actually what I want. And we'll just move this back down. And now we want to um, you know, I guess I'm just gonna work backwards this time. Open Blender, delete everything, make donut. Hello, Avara. Welcome. Donuts are the only way. The only way. Okay, that should be nice. Then we want to hold on to this segment. Where did I do it? Here? I think I did. Maybe. Yeah, okay. Then can pretty much deselect everything here. There we go. All right. So this should be everything that I'm able to turn off. But we'll actually have a few distinctions because this one, choose, which I believe is this segment here. I actually want to have a separate toggle. So we'll move those up one more. Recently started learning Blender and I have the artistic ability of a potato. Modeling is fun. Well, if you love doing it, everything else follows. It's really about enjoying it so you can continue to put the time into it. And then you will find that love. Excuse me. As long as you find the love, the skill follows. Put it that way. Blender cult. Blender cult. One of us. Well, welcome to the Blender cult. You cannot leave. Oops. Okay. So that should be everything there. Hello, Sky. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I don't need to export that again. I just want to export the main character again into FBX Miles. Export. Good stuff. Okay. I knew I'd get kidnapped by a cult. Alright, so for the body, let's turn off the jacket for right now. Now, what we can do is when we put on the cowboy outfit, we'll have this toggle for the cowboy outfit. But when we put on the cyber outfit, we'll want the toggle, these ones. So UV0 and UV2 are choices. And that way we can swap between them, which is super cool. All right, good stuff. So when we have the jacket on, we would like to create some toggles. We would like a toggle. That's fine. Toggle for clothing slash jacket. And we'll add a object toggle for the jacket. We're just going to do this for all these different objects. Yeah. Yeah. Oops. Sorry to think about that. Also, for anyone new here, my voice does not usually sound like this. I'm recovering from being sick. And we'll actually just copy, paste as new, choose, paste as new, shorts. Perfect. All right. So now on the clothing, we're keeping all of the logic for the toggles, which is awesome. Fuck yeah. VRC Fury is the best. It really is the best. It just makes it so simple. Then, all right, so we can drop the jacket in, get all of our toggles back. It's from all the baking. Um, I'm back. All right. So spin to win. So yes, sorry for the week. I mentioned this a little earlier, but just for the regulars here, Thursday and Friday I'm going to be traveling. So there will be no classes those days. We're just going to move that chunk of schedule, kind of tack it on to the end of the course. So everything will be the same basically. We'll just shifting it over, kind of a week. But I definitely, I'll be heading up to Washington State, so I'll be back. Everything will be back to normal next week. And yeah, then we'll go through the classes. It should be quite fun though. I'm very excited. When is that? So just this Thursday and Friday I'll be traveling. So no classes those days. So I suppose that's just this Friday for you. Um, and then we'll just move it to the very back. I'll double check. Should be actually I'll check right now. Just so I have it in my brain. Thank you. Now we're getting together for family getting together. And so yeah, it would be August. We basically have an additional class on the 7th, right there. So shifting it from this Friday to the 7th. Hello, ball clapping. Welcome. But yeah, I'll send out a message today, just so we can have that referenced. Also, if anyone's interested, I am also opening up tutoring. It's $30 a session for learning whatever you specifically want to learn about, specific topics. So it'd be $30 for an hour session of like one-on-one tutoring. Excuse me. I'll send another message about that soon. My gosh, I am all over the place right now. All right, brain work. Come on, brain. Do things. All right, so we made the toggles for the cyber jacket. Now we'd like to make some toggles for the cowboy outfit. So we'll call it clothing / hat, which will be a toggle for the hat. Then I still have an extra object here. That's not right. That's not right. Oh, right, because I separated the bandana. Yeah. There we go. And then one more toggle. Copy, paste as new. And this will be the clothing outfit. All right, so we can toggle those now on the cowboy. Then for the original, I suppose we can break it up to the OG outfit. So do a few objects. Boom. And boom. So this will be the Laurel loincloth and jewelry. There we go. Okay. And we'll, you guessed it, add more toggles to this as well. So clothing / Laurel. Loincloth. And jewelry. There we go. Did I spell that right? Jewelry? Oh, jewelry. Yeah, I did. Okay. All right, cool. So now for each of these, we can drop them in at any point. And there's gotta be, there are some ways to like on upload, apply during upload, and perfect. That's fucking awesome. So we can tell on upload to take the body. No, quite. Following actions will be applied and baked into the avatar during the upload process. It's useful if you want to enforce a specific upload state. So I do want to do that. But what I want is a material property. For, let's double check. The discard UV, because we can actually tell this to be animated too. We can tell the discard itself, you're animated, and we want to be able to change that property. So I go back to Cowboy, search, body, discard, UV, value, for Cowboy it is 0. Cool, that's fucking awesome. So copy that, then go to Cyber Jacket, paste component as new, and we'll set this to 2 because we want to skip over. And then for the original, we don't really need to do this, but just in case. Whoops. Oh, whoopsies. Did I do something there? Did I do that? We copy that again. Paste as new. And 0. Yes. Yes. Okay. So now all we need to do in order to get these working is just drag them in. So if we want the Cyber Jacket, we just drop it in, turn it on, play. Nice. Nice. Now I just need to set it up so that we're also doing the clip shapes for these specific toggles. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Excuse me. We also need to set these to default on. Very good. It's up here. Drag it back out, and we should prefab these now so I don't lose them. So make it here, create a folder called _prefabs. We already got the variant, which is totally different now. Is it different? I don't think it's changed at all, actually. but we'll move it into here. And why don't we rename these two? Miles clothing. Clothing cowboy. I love VRC Fury. So good. It's so good. Figured out the lips. Thank you so much. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it's coming along. Very exciting. Oh, also, so I've been thinking a little bit more about some of the other projects I've been working on, like the books and things like that. And so I've been kind of intrigued by the idea of I don't have time to do everything for some of these projects. So, like for example, the Necromancer book that I've been working on, it's very close to finished. And so but I need to make like promotional material and stuff and things like that. I have some specific things I'd want to do to get it finished. But I just don't really have the time. So what I'm thinking is that if anyone's interested, really, what I'll start doing is for products, especially, is kind of looking for people that would be interested in doing tasks to finish that product, and then splitting a percentage of profits. And there's a lot of different things I might want to do in that regard, that kind of split. And so I think I'll make a channel on my Discord to start discussing those kinds of things. But if anyone is interested, just keep that in mind, because I'll be doing some announcements. So specifically for like the book, I need some promo images and renders, like just some nice simple animations, a little GIF, a little things that will go onto the Gumroad. It's just it's so close to done. I just need that to happen. So anyway, yeah, if people are interested in that, I will be discussing that a little bit more soon. I can say words. Words can say. I'm willing to make some things, even if it doesn't end up getting used. Sounds like fun. I appreciate you saying that. If people are doing work for me, I definitely want to make sure that that's compensated on some level, even if it's just splitting profits. Products are not a guarantee for sale, but it's a nice way to just build up some passive income. But yeah, if you're interested in Amers, I did have you in mind, but to ask, so I think we'll be talking about some stuff soon. And anyone else that might be interested, feel free to DM me. There's a lot of cool things. I just realized it's like I can get most of what I want done in like a day when it comes to the sculpting and the detailed stuff. But it's just like the time it takes to do the more technical things, retopology, UV mapping, things like that. It's like it just takes so long. I really could be pumping out so many different things if I started collaborating. So that'll be something we'll discuss. And who knows, you guys help support me by attending my classes, and then I'll help support you by working on products with you. We'll kind of even out the payment there. Get your little elves working away. Exactly. Santa needs his elves. Samta? That was a bad pun. Okay, that's all looking pretty good. Let me just review the components really quick for VRC Fury. Anchor override, apply during upload. What else can we do on apply during upload? I would love one where it's like a move on upload, like on move or on play, move this object into this hierarchy. Oh, reorder menu item. Well, that's a menu item. But yeah, like a reorder would be super cool. Let's see. Reorder. I could be wrong. I'm not sure if you explained how to merge objects on upload. Am I just imagining that was a thing, or is it? So, I think there are a few ways to merge things. Let's see. But maybe not combine objects directly with VRC Fury, but we have this armature link. So basically what that's doing is each of these clothing items is kind of like its own thing. It's like its own, almost like an avatar, really, where it's just the clothing, but it has a skeleton. Or sorry, looking at the wrong thing. Has a skeleton, the same skeleton as the character. And what we're able to do is use this armature link, which basically goes link, delete this skeleton, and then reattach all the clothing items to the main avatar. So I can just, anytime I want just these clothes to be added or uploaded with it, I can just drag it in here and they'll be combined. And it also, I can save all my toggles onto that clothing object. So basically it has all the menu options I'll need included. And if I don't want it, I can just remove it and put it up there and hide it. It's bad to charge 10 USD for removing an outfit from an avatar. This person was asking a commission for fitting some outfits on their avatar. Removing the original outfit. Removing this outfit also implies not only removing the game objects, but also tweaking menu. You should charge not for the work, for your time. And that makes, I think that answers the question a lot easier. If it's going to take you time to do this stuff, to do the cleanup or fixing things, then yes, you should charge for it. So you just need to estimate how long would it take you to do this thing, to do this kind of work. Because if they argue that, oh well, it wouldn't take me, I could do it. It's like, well, then do it. You're asking me to take my time to do it. So that I think as long as you break it down to, you're not charging for the act of doing something, you're charging for the time taken. Especially if you really compare the fact to, hey, if I wasn't doing this, I could be doing other work and making money. So I think in that comparison, it really makes it clear that I think, yeah, totally fine to charge. Totally fine to charge. And I do break that down in some of my, like when I'm getting a quote for a client together, I will have setup time as its own thing. Like, hey, these items, I can make them, but then I'll also need time to set them up. A huge red flag, taking consideration what they answered. It's a rule, at least for myself and work facts. How much time does my time cost? How long does it take time? That's what I'm going to charge. $10 to lead out. If I do that, then 10 seconds. I'm motivated. I just want to hire someone to find a commission hours. I'm going to do it fair and not overcompensated. So I'm offering, let me know. Vital. VRC traders does all $40 offering extras, which meant, yeah, that's Yeah, if they want to do it before sending, yeah, then just say, and then yeah, well, you're welcome to delete it before sending it to me. Yeah, but frankly, I wouldn't even get into that. I think your response is 100% the right call. It's just, and I think Namra's just joking there, but yeah, or sorry, Snardom is just joking there, but yeah, definitely just I would just walk away. You're the suffering is an additional cost. Time is one cost. Suffering is another one. I'm dying. Okay. All right. So everything's kind of self-contained now. I do need to go back to texturing because we need to make some other texture edits to the original avatar. Basically, we're going to make a cyberpunk version of the character. No, explain it to them if that's the way they think. 100%. Not worth fighting them over it. Mm. So in Cyberpunk, we get all these little things, divots or whatever. We want to make that for our character here. We're going to do something similar. I think we'll do more like this one. Or this one. With the side panel. Yeah. The character is symmetrical, so yeah, we'll have to do just one side. Oh, sorry, close chat. Whoopsie poopsie. Thing is, they initially offered $85 for this. Fit an outfit onto an avatar, fit heals on an outfit. Aside from fitting, this included dedicated weight paints, Unity setup, move, outfit, material, setup, and materials. I told them that budget is too low for all the things they asked for. It is too low. That's a lot of work. Oh, I need to get the hat. Clip shape. We also get a clip shape for the hat. Let me start writing these down. Clip shape for a hat. The game was based taking into consideration advice before $10 USD translated to my hour rate. It's actually fitting given how fast I can do that. Yeah, I mean, if it takes them 0 seconds, they could have done it instead of responding to you. But we all know that's not how they're thinking. Let's do seams. Send you some screenshots because I'm still a little unsure. Okay, heck yeah. Oh, very cute. Princess Peach. This looks really good, first of all. And if you don't mind, I'm just gonna look up Princess Peach lips. I really should have not searched that here on stream, but that's okay. So far, we're okay. So I know that this Princess Peach is not the character you're making, but just thinking about it, um, I would say that for the lips here, you may just want to move this indent down like one layer a little bit. I don't know. I think it looks good though. It really depends on the bake. If the bake works fine, then you're okay. Perhaps this, the only thing that I'm really noticing is this normal edge. So this kind of shadow right here. So to alleviate that, you are not on the front, but on the other side, you could just, oh, you haven't extruded inward yet. Yeah, so yeah, that'll probably go away as soon as you extrude inward. Go for a Princess Peach Garnet, Steven Universe kind of thing. Well, it's looking really good. And yeah, I think with just some like multi-res sculpting, you're going to get something that looks super, super awesome. Yeah, once you extrude the mouth cavity in, you're going to get rid of this shadow. And then I think you're golden. Genuinely, that's gonna look really good. I move the inset diagonal on the right corner lip. I pull it into the mouth, not form a pull. There, you can hide the geometry in the mouth. Oh, I see. So take this and move it down onto the inside of the mouth. That could work, yeah. So once you extrude, yeah, that way you wouldn't get this normal edge here, the kind of little sharp diagonal there. Yeah, that's looking super good, Nammers. Kicking butt. Butt kicker. I extruded in, so I'm not sure what's going on there. It's just the it's because it's a 5 pull. Could I mean that I creased it? No, that is just an artifact of the topology. That's like a very low level kind of normal mapping issue you're going to get. Yeah, this is just kind of how that low poly shading. Because basically, when you set something to smooth in Blender, what it's really doing is just like faking being smooth. So it's running this algorithm, and this is the kind of effect of that algorithm. It just doesn't quite know how that should be shaded, because it wants to follow the quad, so it's kind of pulling it up. But yeah, if you pull it under, you're gonna be fine. Looking good. And yeah, I would just do that for both of them. And but seriously, some work. Will that be bad? It honestly probably won't be noticeable, especially like in game. Especially once you have kind of move have the extra geometry on the backside of the lips or the mouth cavity. That's going to go away quite a bit. But that is just kind of what happens when you have this is called a 5 pull or star. Gonna head off. Have a nice rest of the day, all. Same to you, Arctic. Enjoy your day. Hope you're having a good start to your week. Pet those cats. Another bullet dodge there. I don't know if I should say it, but there's no person low key is like BDP. Notice the profile and email even worse. They even sent money without even coming to an agreement with me. I instantly refunded that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you want to be careful if people just right off the bat sending you stuff. That can get a little hairy. I mean, yeah. People don't know. Well, some commissioners don't consider the cost of refund. It's like if I have to send that back, that costs me money. Costs me money to send that back. Let's set this to in front. And I'm going to bring that reference image in. Yeah, oh sorry. Yeah, it's just that little tiny, like almost like a fang almost, or in the shadow. Good thing it didn't cost me this time, but still that was pretty dangerous. Yeah. Hopefully you find some clients that respect your time. And it is a little tough with VR chat too, because a lot of times the audience is very young. And so there's some people just, if there's not like a large experience of commissioners. You get variation. If they're coming from the furry community, usually they're fine because there's a large commission culture there. But if they're coming from just VR chat itself, a lot of times they have no idea what goes in to making the avatar. Right, client work, PubChub, reference. And that's a generalization. That's not true for everyone. Don't want to imply that that's rule. But I can have an anime waifu on Fiverr for $1. The one that they don't realize is just like a straight up download from Vroid. Why is my avatar not working? Why? I really don't like people who compare us with other artists. If they're fine with those artists, what are they talking to us to begin with? Yeah, well, if that's how they're treating you, there's probably a reason the other artist isn't working with them anymore. I honestly, one of my very consistent red flags is, oh, I'm so glad I'm working with you. The other artists I've worked with have been so bad. It's like, all the other artists you've worked with? You're the only common denominator between those. Red alert. Anyway, and I hope people who do commission out there aren't taking this and assuming. Some people might apply that to themselves, but like there are some good intentioned people who say similar things. So I hope anyone hearing that's not assuming I'm speaking ill of them or anyone else out there. You didn't come to me because of the product I sell. All right, something like that. Just some like nice little lines. And let's add a. I don't really want to make a. Rather snap it by hand for right now. Hand snapper. New. And we'll make this a different color so I can see it easier. Yeah, why don't we make it go into the eye? That looks fucking dope. That looks fucking dope. Excuse me. Yeah, commissioning it's just a weird space. You get a lot of funny things happening. It's also a very weird space because of just how to put that, the like market dynamics of VR chat. It's like there's a lot of people who make a living just being in VR chat. Like I don't, you guys, you all probably saw this recently, but someone was there was this girl saying how she just makes money like being a friend, like an online friend to people. That's kind of what some streaming can be as well. But specifically, she just like a, I don't know, I don't mean to imply anything else by this term, but I mean, I suppose it's applicable. But like being an escort, right? It's kind of like, that's kind of what it is. And it's just fascinating. It's very, very interesting. Any advice you have for us how to deal with people that undervalue our work? Like, it is true that there is better people out there than us, much better artists, but why the need to compare and try to define our worth? What do you think people who define our work as a commodity? Got to get myself in that business. More power to you. And I mean, they seem to make a killing. uh, there's always going to be people looking to talk you down. And that is not just that's not a mistake. People, I don't know if you know the term, usually this applies to like dating, but like negging, negging, like when people like demean someone else in order to like win them over or get something from them. Like that's literally what they're doing, is they're comparing you in order to take advantage of you. It's not a mistake that they're doing that. They're trying to make that comparison in order to get you to do what they want. Because yeah, I mean, they clearly they're not working with that other person, and most likely it's because they can't anymore, or they ruined that relationship. um, I'm gonna for this. We're gonna do a GeoNode thing for this. So I want that interior line. Yes, I do think that they're doing it on purpose. Nico, hello, welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hello, hello. Thanks. We're kicking butt today. We're being a butt kicker today. That looks fucking cool. That looks fucking cool. But yes, people do that on purpose. What? Yeah, that's just manipulative behavior. Um, Saw someone make this exact thing with the pen tool on normals and substance. Looked so cool. I'm just sold on baking things now. Can't help but bake. You gotta let me bake. Come on, chef. 420 forever. I mean, you're cooking. Naturally, you would love to bake. Thank you. But yeah, and I definitely wouldn't. I would not give in to do what you can to avoid letting those people make you feel bad, because that definitely can happen. Clients, no, or sorry, not necessarily clients, but just like in this space. I mean, both in VR chat and in the commission space, like people have really strong opinions, or they really want something out of you, and they can do, they'll do, sometimes they'll do whatever they can to to exert their control over you. So just be careful, and definitely don't take it personally, because yeah, you're just dealing with a bad apple. Well, it does look fucking cool. Kind of like, I want to do a middle piece too. Didn't take it personally. I was just looking at them. I was like, this person's delusional. For sure, the artist I mentioned avoids them like the plague. I mean, there's a good chance they don't even know that other person anyway. They're just saying it. This is really fun. I like this. I like making these little motifs. Are so much work, and most commission prices are already cheap. Okay, we're gonna get a little extra with this. We're gonna get a little extra. Oh, myself. I'm gonna call this or dates. They really are of our and it's a tough market too, because sometimes you also have the problem of people just undercutting, like constantly undercutting. They're gonna lower their prices as much as possible to get that commission, which is understandable in some ways. Like there's not, there's a balance on the market, right? It's kind of a fluctuation of how that works, but sometimes it does end up hurting quite a few people because no one can actually kind of get the correct value or knows what the correct value is for the market. That's kind of cool. That's fucking cool. I like digital art, especially ordering a painting from, say, India, still has the price tag, at least transport labor. For digital art, you compete internationally, and wages just vary globally. Exactly. Um, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, but I think that sometimes people are willing to go as low as they possibly can, and they end up hurting themselves in that. You're my inspiration to get better. I feel like I can charge what I can because I'm relatively good at what I do. However, if I want to keep charging like this, I need to become better. So I'm just trying to buy a role in your advanced course. Well, I would always love that. I do offer tutoring as well. I just started that. So it's just $30 for like a 1 hour session of tutoring, and I would teach whatever topic you wanted to learn that we could. And if we need more classes, we can always do more. But I'm very keen on kind of doing more and more tutoring as time goes on. I think it's a little more, for some people, it's definitely going to be the more cost effective option. Classes just allow for some things to be taught more effectively. Anyway, I'm still feeling it out, getting used to what's best or what works nicely. Trudy, excuse me, where do I throw the money at you? Feel free to DM me. We can discuss. But I got my. Let me actually. I do have a form. Let me update it right now. I'll share it in Discord. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Yeah, I called it mentorship, but I'm gonna adjust my pricing. I think it was too high. And copy the link. So you have anyone? Hello, Ratons too. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Hope everyone out there is having a good Monday. Excuse my voice. I got sick over the last week, and I'm still kind of recovering. Oh. Excuse me. What are some of your, oh my god, I can't live without this add-on for Blender. Mesh data transfer. Here, I'll type this as I said. It's mesh data transfer. Loop tools, which is a standard. Is a standard asset. And then robust weight transfer. It's also a fantastic one. Maybe I'll make a list because put this in my. I should make an FAQ in my my website. Don't you drink water if you die? I can't throw money at mentorship. I'll be right back. Let me get some water. Oh, sorry. I'm dying. Oh yeah. Oh, that's better. I'll be back too. Sounds good. How much would it cost to have a one-on-one video conference through my portfolio 3D steps? I have a bit of a mentorship on what I can where I can go from where I am. That would be the mentorship. So I would be happy to do that. Did I post the link? Oh yeah, it's just above. But I'll paste that again right now. But just the same price there. Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. Goodness. And also the mentorship could cover a lot of other things as well. My schedule this week, I'll be traveling Thursday and Friday, so hopefully we could meet up. Weight transfer sounds so good. Weight painting is evil. You're not wrong. That's funny. I thought I could blur a Boolean value. Can I blur Booleans? Huh. I swear I was doing that before. Furry V is for very fluffy. The mentorship different than the classes. Yes, mentorship is just whatever you specifically want to work on, and it's one-on-one. So rather than a class, so the time and cost is a little bit different. I feel like the first time hearing about this, I mentioned it A few times, but I don't think I didn't discuss it that much because I just assumed classes would be more popular. But I so sorry. I'll be right back. One moment. I gotta go spit a loogie up. Also, there's an option on the website for them. Uh, oh, for my form. Ooh. All right. I mean, the mentoring's on there. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah. My throat. Just put me down, people. There's got to be a way to blur this selection. Interesting that it doesn't get that one either. Ah. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm already blurring. But it doesn't get that. Of course it can't get that. There's no way it can. There's nothing to select there. Interesting. So I would just have to change my geometry um, to this. Maybe not. Or hmm. Funny. Yeah, we'll figure that out some other time. It's still pretty good for what we have right now. Huh. No, it does kind of suck. Darn. Doesn't deal with these very well. Oh, well. We'll figure that out. Let's just continue making some stuff right now. I do really like how detailed this one is. Yeah, I super appreciate all your interest. Um, I'm interested to see what topics you all want to focus on. Um, oops. Now let's do a cut. There. Bam. Dope. Amazing. What else? What else can we do here? Maybe some cuts here. You ever do classes or teaching of anything on the not safe for work side? Oh, thank you, Spixie. I'm definitely open for that. Definitely open for that. It's not too bad. There's a lot of good tools out there. But yeah, I think it's so. Definitely not me, of course. I wouldn't make any assumptions. Oh, funny. For science purposes, of course. Science. I think we'll do some smaller shapes in here because the client wants some spots that can glow. I do like the thinner, thicker line there too. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's just make this one a little bit smaller. But yeah, I'm totally open to that. I would just have to confirm age for anyone who's going to attend that. But other than that, that's my only qualm. My only qualm. Qualm. What a funny word. Hey, Avara, thank you for the follow. Thank you for hanging out as well. Appreciate you commenting and hanging out. Hope you're having a good day. I'm gonna bake this as normal, I'm assuming. But what about the color? So the nice part about baking with Instamat or Substance Painter is that we can assign different colors. So I'm just gonna use it to create a mask, and then in the painter side, we'll give it the different colors. So we're just gonna make a mask using these. But unfortunately, the edge doesn't work quite well. Doesn't work as well as I'd like. Exactly. Exactly. Just because I painting things. Oh, Monsieur. I'm working on baking my first rigged model. Let's go. Let's go. That's awesome. That is super exciting. Now I see why you're so into baking. Exactly. Exactly. I just love getting baked. I can't resist. Well, I'd love to see the final result of our or any work in progress as well. Okay. Let's. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a split like this so I can just look at this image. Really love these kind of golden pieces. Those look really good. Golden. Do I get a cake for my 100K channel points? I think you're making the cake right now. We should do a little celebration of sometime. That'd be really fun. We'll do a virtual birthday party or something. My birthday is coming up, by the way. August 1st is my birthday. Maybe we'll do. I'll be teaching that day, but maybe we'll do something fun on stream for it. birthday stream. I'd say it's better to work on something you want. We're going from donut to avatar. It's kind of like going from jump rope to skydiving. Maybe too much baking soda in this cake. Congrats. Thank you, Ratans. I appreciate that. I'd say it's better for you to work on something you want than it is to bake fried dough. Yeah, having your personal motivation is really good. It's something you keep coming back to. It's the best way to learn it, honestly. Straight to the point. For making Avatar true, learn the fundamentals, but also learn them in a way that's dedicated to avatars. No point to learn fundamentals to make worlds when you're trying to learn to make avatars. Yeah, focus on bring the desire home. All right, I'd say that looks okay. I don't really like this spot right here, so I'm going to delete that. Dissolve it. All right, we'll do it a little differently here, at least. Yeah, I think that looks a little cooler. Let's do just some smaller little bits of paneling in there too. I like the little chunkies there. Little chunky monkeys. Make them look a little bit sharper too. Sorry to be so loud, everyone. I had to burn 5 attempts already, but I learned a lot with each one. It's hard, but motivation is high. Now I'm getting close to being done. It's amazing. There really is not a lot of satisfaction quite like art. Good. You're becoming addicted. Art. One of us. Maybe what I could do. No, I should do. We'll just do another object in here. Maybe a little bevel, actually. Yeah, let's just get rid of the GeoNode. Add in a solidify. And then a bevel. Would 1 hour of mentorship be enough to the one-on-one review? Sorry to be cheap, but it's the only thing I can afford right now. No, that's totally fine. So I think it definitely would be. It depends on the direction you want to go, right? It's like that's part of the discussion or having the form filled out so you can ask questions and we can discuss before hopping into an actual call. But it depends on the direction you want to go. If you want to not only have a portfolio review and then like get direction on how to like do certain things, then I do think that that's worth your time. Getting involved in like making how to actually make the changes you're looking to make or do is valuable. A bit bigger. So I think in that context, it's quite worth it. And I do think I can offer very practical. I can bring my advice into practical things you can do, not just discuss, oh, change these things or change that. Like, hey, these are the things I noticed, and these are the actual ways in which you can make these things happen. Not just discuss things, but give practical advice on doing the work I'm gonna direct you to do, or the changes that I'm directing you to do. I would definitely don't want to leave anyone hanging, like, oh, just meet and then portfolio good. End the call. But definitely include your. Go ahead and fill out the form. That's not the form is not a contract, so we'll have time to discuss through Discord what you're looking for before hopping on the call, and then we'll make sure that you're getting what you're looking for. Do you remember if you had to downgrade your NumPy Python library to get mesh data transfer fixed in later versions? I have not been able to get mesh data transfer to work in the most recent version. That's one of the reasons I switched over to the robust weight transfer. What I did have to do to get the robust weight transfer to fix though was actually go in and delete out the add-on folder for it because it was not installing properly. So I had to go into the where Blender saves the add-ons and actually delete it out there. So I'm not sure if mesh data transfer needs the same thing, the same treatment. Might. Yeah, there's a good chance it might. I used to use mesh data transfer for transferring blend shapes. That's mostly what I started using it for. Or I think that's how I found it. But the weight transfer is what I ended up using for it the most. Let's say I fill out the form and then write you on Discord what I aimed for before, so you have a clear vision on what to discuss in the call. Absolutely, absolutely, and that's what I'd prefer as well. Definitely would like to know what you're looking for before meeting with you. But I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing what your work is and how it can help. Something like that. And then let's change the color of this one. Give this one a separate color. Excuse me. There we go. Yellow and purple. What a combo. What the combo. Boom. Oh goodness. But I do appreciate everyone's enthusiasm for the potential mentorship stuff. That is quite exciting. I've been really enjoying doing classes and just teaching in general. So it's good to feel people's enthusiasm. Thank you. Oop, I deleted too much. All right. Something like that. It is funny because in the past I would have tried to draw this. But now I just love 3D modeling so much more. Glad you joined the classes. You're an amazing teacher. Thank you, Namorous. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Sometimes I'm like worried. I'm like, oh no, what am I doing? I'm already thinking of topics where I need improvement for the mentorship, but I need to ask, it's going to be one-on-one because chances are you might end up having a lot of people for mentorships. No, the mentorships are meant to be exclusively one-on-one, so that they are priced differently with that in mind. If you break down the amount of hours for the classes versus the cost, it is more inexpensive for the classes, but for the mentorship, it will be a bit pricier. But it is a one-on-one exclusively. Portfolio hasn't been useless to even. Thing is, sorry for being a past stream. No, you're fine. I'm currently stuck on my career. Been 2 years unemployed. Done mostly props all my life. Tired of that. Trying to switch to character art. And portfolio hasn't usually even get a job as environment artist. Gotcha. It's tough out there right now. A lot of companies are not hiring like they used to. So part of that I definitely wouldn't blame on yourself because the environment out there is different than what it was in the past. But I do feel quite confident in discussing the opportunities you have as a freelance artist. And so that's a direction I can provide a lot of insight into because that's what I'm doing. And one of the things I would probably talk a lot about is just the opportunities available outside of studios. There's a lot of interesting things happen in spaces like VR chat and other spaces like that. Yeah, I like the other one better. No, let's leave that there. I kind of, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, maybe a little bit further down on the cheek. Should resist, but I can't. I'm gonna put stuff on the neck too. I can't resist. Um, Yeah, I think the video games and streaming and this kind of space that I'm existing in is definitely going to be kind of the future of just games in general. VR, custom projects can really feel like I feel like it's going to be getting really big in the next few years. Ready Player One stuff. Let me make this a bit smaller. A little bit thinner. There we go. Thanks for your attention. Fill out the form and catch you on Discord and write down the specifics on my current predicament. Sounds good, Ratans. I look forward to that. And definitely wishing you the best. And I can't wait to see how I can help. Thank you for your interest. Got a lot to look forward to in this weird little world that is video game stuff. I face this strongly. There we go. I wonder how well this is going to bake. I might be getting ahead of myself a little bit on how crisp this is going to be. So like one of the tools for my Unity add-on needs a small revamp. I'm gonna name it from Material Placer to Material Manager. Glad to hear people have been excited about your tools. Hello, gamer. Welcome. Do you usually model the hair onto the head for characters? Um, so for me, and hair, the main method are tubes. And so for the hair here on this character, these are just subdivided tubes. This is before I really, this is a few years ago, so I would not use 6. This is a tube of 6. I would use a tube of 8 or 4, because then you get, it's a little easier to unwrap. But yeah, for these, I just model them as tubes. A lot of times, though, what I've done, and this depends on how kind of exact you want to be, is you can go into like a 2D view. So I don't have like a, if I had like a reference image, and I do have one actually. So for example, here, the character. Actually, no, it's better this way. I would literally take the drawing and then make the tube over it. So I would make my tube on top of the drawing. I try to line it up beforehand, but without like kind of sitting, and I would try to literally use the reference image as like a blueprint. For like the tufts too, try to get them to match. Just do my modeling literally on top of the image. And maybe I'd have my character kind of overlaid or in like the rough position. But that really gives me kind of, I think, the best starting point is and the nice part about working with like simple geometry or box geometry is you can work flat first, make like a tube of like this, make a flat plane, and then extrude it out into a tube afterwards. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna actually. It's already 11:55. That's right. I started late. Hmm. I'm not doing class today. I do have something at 5. I'm gonna go to the restroom and then we'll work a little bit longer. I won't go to lunch right away today. Work just a little bit longer. Okay, but I'll be right back. Bathroom first. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry to walk away there. Interesting how the bake looks in 2K for something this small. Excuse me. Welcome back. Thank you. I do have the option of using one more. Actually, let's double check the audio link. Or no. Are we using audio link? I think we are. Of one more decal on the character. So if I really can't get the color working properly for the detail, then we'll use a decal at a higher resolution. Hopefully we don't need to though. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna get this exported. Now we'll send this out to. This will be a little bit different, a little interesting. I have to use Substance Painter for this because that's what the character was originally made in. So we'll go to the bake. Make a new one for body edit. So we actually need to change the feet as well. And we'll call this Miles Seam. Seam. I can speak. Export that. Cool. That looks pretty cool in this view. That's gonna be fun. Here we go. I want to show you my progress with my Unity Tools add-on. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm gonna be coughing so much. I should actually use a shrink wrap on these. And I won't be heading to lunch as early. I'm going to stay on for another hour since I started late. And I'll probably do a much shorter lunch because I'm not usually I go and work out, but with my cold, I'm not working out, so I'm gonna take it a little bit easy with this cough and all that phlegm. Might all die of hunger. Oh, we can only hope. Take vitamin C. I should. I think I have some oranges somewhere. They appear to be floating. Floating too much. Maybe instead of the shrink wrap, what we'll actually do is the solidify. And we'll use that to kind of push out. Sure, we'll see how that goes. Oh. Interesting. It's all really rounded now. Okay, try that one more time. Really should have been working with that shrink wrap the whole time. Made it a lot. That would have been smart. Oh well. Now I'll take the OG Avi. I'm going to duplicate this. Send it to data transfer again. And this guy will be our, we'll call him our paint version. Hello, Valk. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing well. And what we're going to do is select the body, or the eye, delete it, and then remove the material slide. And send this into Miles body. Export. All right. That should work. Huh, I guess I should also include the body. Goodness. In the export. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. And then Substance. I know I've been using Instamat, but I made this character in Substance previously, so. And more importantly, I have overlapping UVs, which I can't really avoid, so you got it. Instamat does not like overlapping UVs. Okay. Instamat streak in shambles. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Honestly, going back to Substance Painter did make me a bit nostalgic. There are definitely some things I feel that are missing in oh, shit. Heretic. I know. I know. But I will be going back to Instamat because it's not quite what it's not quite, it's still missing some stuff, but I still feel like, did I do that right? That is right. Sorry. You dedicated streaming. Hi for my rant. Gotta go. Bye. Bye, Dark Abe. Good to see you again. There we go. Save that, and then we'll put it here. We call this Miles texture update. Send a summary of the new tools for my add-on. Creative advice, a bit long, so take your time reading. Let me try this bake first, and then I'll hop over. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know what even song I have stuck in my head, but I definitely have something stuck. I'm not worried about it breaking in some other spots because I just want the mesh ID. That is all I care about. Oof. Oof. Hmm. Okay. Better. Still very low poly though. I mean, maybe I could just export the mesh. It's only 420 verts. Hmm. Hello, Boche Tatita. Welcome. All right, we'll try. Well, no, we gotta decide now. We either do this or. I mean, this is pretty inexpensive, just doing actual geometry. And it's gonna look real sharp. But will it conform to the face well? That's the real concern. Let's do a backup copy. And we'll say seam save. And then turn on OG heavy. Select this, mesh it, combine it, and then do a robust transfer. I'm gonna robust. Sorry. Should I get the don't robust? Curse the joke. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. There's people yelling outside. I don't know what's going on. Let's transfer. Plane. Okay, that looks pretty good. The problem is I don't have oh, it works really well. Nice. I think that's definitely what we're gonna do. Okay. So now the real question is, how do we get the shape keys on? Because I can't do that with robust. Snardom, did you get the mesh data transfer to work with 4.1? Nope. Bummer. Mm. Yeah, I'm not, that sounds no good. All right. How else can we transfer shape keys? Let me look at the GitHub really quick. I mean, this was a month ago that it got updated, so yeah. I already have it downloaded, so I don't have it installed. And what we'll do, I need a new. I'm gonna go make sure I've deleted the old version completely. Do, 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 do. Okay. Nothing has been installed yet. Good. Do edit preferences, install. Mesh data transfer. Trying this last month. 2.05. It's got to be 2.05. It is 2.05. And let me guess. No worky. Just had to try it. Just had to try it. We'll remove it. Okay. So now we want to think of another method to transfer shape keys. Can I just use Blender's standard stuff? Standard stuff. Link, transfer mesh data. No. Um, it really should just be as easy as transferring a color. It's just a vertex position. Um,
Hello and welcome.
under 2.9. Might as well just use an older version of Blender at this point.
Hey,
Blender Bob.
Bob here. I got another add-on for you guys. This one will allow you to copy key shape keys to this cube here. So I'm going to select my source. This is the remove this one here and copy. I'm going to start with the first.
No. This is the one I use.
Hello community, today I'm going to show you the most recent update
What?
with my Blender add-in that transfers shape keys to multiple objects. Quick reminder, the add-in is available. Let's print notch shape key. Let me show how it works. The male has a few shape keys, muscle, neck, and nose. And below this, have no shape key. Second, source object should be active. As you see here, add-ins under key category. At the first lines, you may see warning messages if something is not on.
All right, we'll give it a shot. I'll give you $1 later if it works. Yeah. Oh, I got so tired all of a sudden. What the heck? Shape key wrap. Switch object mode, select the target mesh. Okay, seems kind of straightforward. So, from this one, yeah, like that. Then so many little tabs here. Troubleshooting live is exhausting work, 100%. 100%. Hmm. Shouldn't be here. Tools. Then tools. There. Bind noise. Transfer shape keys. Oh. Unable to bind surface deform modifier. The armature? Oh. Oh, that's smart. I see how it's doing it. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. And then you just do this. Oh. That makes sense. I don't have any. Oh, there. Okay. Good. So wait, I can do this. Find. Or as edges with. I don't care. It has edges with more than 2 polygons. Oh, my brain. Cool. Just with what? Really? Greater than 4. There's nothing. Can I select edges? Would that be this here? Wait, no. I'm very confused by that. I've never seen that kind of error before. Target has edges with more than 2 polygons. So there's an edge somewhere that's getting extruded off a surface. So we have a surface and then there's an extrusion happening off of that. How would I find that? Non-manifold? No. Select amount of faces around an edge. Oh, well. Oh, that's it right there. Looks like a merge, mirror merge that went wrong. Okay. Find. There we go. Okay. That's a shape key transfer add-on. Comes with the mesh optimizer. uh, now I should be able to do the actual add-on then. Useless. These do anything? Or is it not? Oh, there we go. Okay. It does work. It does work. I'm gonna try it again though. Transfer. Oh, no. Just transfer. Boom. And uncheck bind values. That's why it was acting weird. Or actually, you know what? I will keep it checked. Just wasn't working because I had the snapping thing on. There we go. Okay. What's the name again? If nothing else, I'd like to bookmark it. It is the Shape Key Wrap. Shape Key Wrap. I'll type it in chat as well. Actually, I'll just link it. I'll just link it. No reason not to just link it directly. Okay. Oh, no problem. No problem. Looks pretty good, actually. But they kind of gave away the secret. I don't know if you saw how they actually did it. But all they did was fucking add a simple deform. Or no, what is it? A surface deform. Assigned it to the body. And then they just, for each shape key, they just baked it. So it's actually very simple how they did it. They just did this. Bam. They binded it. Boom. And they go through each shape key with a script doing the blink. They can't do it now, but anyway. Oh yeah, it saves me a bunch of time. And then I can just copy it and combine it. There we go. Simple but powerful. Yeah, and it's good to know how they did it too, because I feel like that gives me a lot of ways to use the surface deform modifier. But now he looks quite crisp and clean. He's just a crisp boy. Nice. And this gives me a much simpler way to add emissive stuff to the stuff. This when I add stuff to the stuff. Biggie brain. Can we store positional data in GeoNodes? Just on a per node basis, I think. You would have to have a point to store it in within geometry nodes. Yeah. You would need, like, if you wanted to store a shape key, you'd still have to have that mesh. And then, well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how accessible that is. Not 100% sure. Right, so anyway, but maybe store stuff in GeoNodes. Yeah, if nothing else, store attribute. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. A little stuff gets added to the stuff to make stuff. Me too. Stuff makes me stuffed. Excuse me. All right, I'm actually super pleased with how that turned out. I wasn't expecting it to be quite as easy as literally making the mesh. That just didn't occur to me when I was doing this, so cool. Nice and crisp too. I think all I may want to add to it is just a little blur. Like a little soft blur. So if we do use a texture at all, it'll just be like a shadow. Just imply where it's touching. Honestly, listening to this conversation, not watching the screen because I'm working too, it's kind of something. Stuff getting stuffed. All right, I think I will call it here. I am going to go get lunch now. We solved, or we didn't solve, but we got through one of the major things we needed to accomplish. So I think we'll just add a bit more detail to this. Not quite sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I think I'll just make another object and add it to it. Yeah. Check my utility. Oh yeah, let's just check that. Develop more functionalities. List prefab missing scripts. Nice. Soon to be renamed Material Manager. It's easy to replace materials. Look for materials that have matching names. That's pretty cool. Mesh render scans render trail renders. This way, for doing quest conversion, easy as clicking. There's one button. Automate to create the materials you're going to replace the original ones. So create the materials you're going to have to manually make a copy one by one. Fizzbone tweaker. Let's call it fizzbones colliders. Make it really easy for you to remove or tweak them in the inspector. It's used for optimizing avatars fizzbones. Very cool. Search animation by filters. This function allows you to search for animations in your folder that affect blend shape, material, size, material. Especially useful when you have way too many animation files. You can find one that affects a specific mesh or specific blend shape. That is pretty cool. Searching controller might be my flagship situation where we're working on someone else's avatar, and the FX animator controller is crazy with poor layer names, poor organization. Even worse when we're working with parameters. We have a random parameter called bool. No idea what it does. This tool is meant to fix that. Search controller has two modes: search animation, search parameters. The animation mode will look for the animator states in which provided animation file has been used on. Parameter mode, given a parameter name, look for all the transitions that are affected by that parameter. It's useful to understand what some parameters do. That is pretty cool. Interesting. Very useful. Very, very useful. Oh, it's already on. Oh goodness. I'm so phlegmy right now. I'll probably need more Dayquil in a second. I might have to go buy some more actually. I do have to buy some more. Dang it. Whoa. So those parameters. All right. Well, thank you all for hanging out. I will be back very soon, and we'll wrap up this character. We're just gonna make one material for the edges here. I think we'll make a very simple, like kind of texture atlas kind of deal. Who knows? Something very simple for this. So Sam, enjoy your lunch. Take care. Thank you, Arisa. Thank you, everyone who's been lurking. Hope you're all having an amazing day. I will be back shortly. I'm not going to be taking a very long lunch as usual. Probably just an hour. And then we'll be working till 5. Hope you like the new tools. Still not sure if I'll sell that add-on. I'm sure someone will find the use for it. So I would say that you should. I said you should. Though making documentation takes time. But yes, enjoy lunch. I will, neighbors. Thank you. I hope you all have an amazing break as well. See you all very, very soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.